Hey everyone! No, you're not on a gamer channel, you're on Let's Have Some Beer, but we are drinking a beer from Radiant called Sounds Phantastic, and so we wanted to send out a little light to you. If you guys are curious about this beer, stay tuned. What's going on, beer lovers? Welcome to another episode. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Jacob.
And today we are drinking a beer from a brand new brewery in town. They're called Radiant. And you might have seen our episode in the past. We actually checked out their brewery and reviewed some of their stuff.
We did.
They have a new edition, and this is a really special beer. So I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to see something new from a new brewery. And this is it. So let me just get into the beer. This is called Sounds Phantastic. This is a 7% Hazy IPA, and it's made with Phantasm powder. What the hell is Phantasm powder, you might ask? Well,
we had to Google it too.
We had to Google it too, so we'll do it for you. Don't bother looking it up. Basically, Phantasm powder is pulverized, powderized Sauvignon Blanc grapes. Anyways, we got to comment on this can design. So.
Oh yeah, it's pretty rad. So normally Radiant's can art has all been pretty uniform. They've all been slightly different, but there's basically variations on a theme. This one is completely different. They've had an artist, looks like on the back is at Ajax Kelly.
We'll put it in here somewhere.
Yeah, their artwork, but they designed this, and I mean it's pretty rad, like 80s kind of
retro, yeah, for sure.
Like that kind of computerized, digital sort of artwork thing going on. I'm about it. I think it's pretty great. Nice fun colors, which is what we've kind of come to expect from all Radiant cans. They're just going to be fun colors. And I'm pretty excited about any beer that is using some sort of like wine grape flavors in it. I've never had like powderized wine grapes. I imagine it's kind of something similar to like cryo hops, but like the wine version.
Yeah,
of
the wine version.
Right?
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know if that's used in wine itself. I'd be very curious, but it sounds like it's perfect for beer. So, I mean, let's try it.
Color-wise, too, I just gotta say, this is kind of fun because it's super pale.
Yeah.
And it's not murky hazy, but you can't see through it.
Not at all.
It honestly looks like maybe like grapefruit juice if you were to pour it.
Oh, kind of. Or like a really light, like pineapple juice.
Holy cow.
Or like light orange juice kind of color.
Okay, so off the nose, you're totally getting those grapes. There's a little bit of like I don't know if it's passion fruit, but like that slight like astringent, funky kind of hop aroma.
I was actually going to say this sort of reminds me of like one of those softer kind of hazy IPAs, almost like maybe a monkish, but like maybe an older monkish. Definitely like a single IPA from them, not like a double dry hopped or double IPA, like a, like the OG Foggy Window or something,
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I like that.
Something like that, yeah.
All right, well,
yeah.
Let's dig in.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Ooh. Definitely a lighter mouthfeel, which that's kind of what I was expecting from that aroma, and also from the look. Really tasty, though. I kind of immediately want to go in for another sip.
I know. I'm already there.
This is really easy to drink. Almost like too easy. What a complaint.
Yeah.
Like, it's got such a light mouthfeel. Not quite fluffy, but definitely a very light mouthfeel. But full, like, a lot of hop flavor. Not really any bitterness at all. Just like a slight, like, tingling on your tongue. Like there's an effervescence. And it kind of just makes me want to just keep drinking this beer until it's gone. Which, pros and cons to that, right?
Yeah. especially after you're a couple beers deep already. But,
Sure, it's a good opener though.
Yeah, I would agree with Jacob. One of the things I got to critique on this is although the malt profile, the hop profile, and I guess the Phantasm powder, which I would kind of like put towards the hop profile end.
Yeah.
They feel kind of separated a little bit. If that makes sense. They're not connecting with each other in the way that I normally would want out of a beer. However, both separate are very, very good. Jacob had mentioned that the body's kind of light, a little bit like thinner, more mellow than you would expect out of a 7% beer.
Yeah.
Like it almost is like a sessionable malt profile, but the hops are there in spades, and that Phantasm powder is definitely there. I would say if you have a friend that's really into white wine, this might be a great beer to introduce them to. And I would say that if you're just trying to get drunk and you want something that's easy to drink, this is the one for you. It's 7%, but it drinks almost like a session IPA. And it's one of those beers where after you take a sip, you are very tempted to just dig right back into it.
Yeah. I like this. I like it, but I also know that from Radiant, they have these IPAs that just like...
They wrap around your tongue and they love on you and hug you.
They really stick with you, and like their tastes linger, not in that way of like you get hop fatigue, but in a way that you can just kind of like have that sip and like sit on it for a little bit and really enjoy it. This one, like I said, I just kind of want to just like...
knock it back, yeah.
Yeah, like it's just... It's light, even though there's a lot of flavor going on. It still is something that kind of fades fairly quickly. Like, even though there's some effervescence on my tongue and it tingles, it doesn't, like... Yeah, it doesn't really stay too much. It doesn't have, like, lasting power, I guess, and that makes me want to keep drinking it. It also feels very, like, thirst-quenching, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
This would be a great festival beer, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to even it up with some water, I'm sure, but... But I will tell you, this would be a fun one if it's really just ungodly hot and you want something that's like bright and refreshing. This is a very bright, refreshing IPA. Bitterness-wise, it's there. I wouldn't
pretty low, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's so low that you barely notice it. You do notice it, but I mean, compared to most like hazy style IPAs, this is definitely on the lighter range. It's really just showcasing the Phantasm powder, which, in all honesty, this is really fun. It's a slightly different direction from a lot of hazies that we have, and they're trying something new out. And I feel like they did succeed. And I think if this is just like step one of like some new innovative way of making beer, like I'm down for it. And I want more experimentation. I want people to try out more stuff.
Yeah.
Makes me wish that it was around when Patrick Roux was still at the brewery, because he's now making wine, and I'm just like, dude, you could have made some awesome stuff with this Phantasm powder. But at the end of the day, guys, I mean, if you're a haze boy for life, I would say that this is probably... I said that in a very high-pitched tone. I would say that this is probably not like your normal hazy IPA.
Sure.
This is like a hazy, almost like a hazy white wine grape hybrid, but it's good.
Yeah, I would not be disappointed if I bought a 4-pack of this. It would all be gone, for sure. Like, I mean, come on, you guys see me drink on this channel. Which of us finishes our beer first? Always him, and usually I'm like, I'll finish this after we close. I'm gonna finish this on camera. Like...
He said it.
Yeah.
He said it.
Like, it's that easy, you know? I think because it's on the lighter side, it's gonna disappear. And like I said, there are pros and cons to that. I think some people will say, like, it's too thin or too light. But on the flip side of that is it's gonna disappear.
Yeah, it's thin enough and light enough that you can drink it quick. And I will tell you too, one thing about hazy IPAs is I usually have like 2 or 3 of them, and then I just start feeling so weighed down and full.
See, I don't think you'd have that problem.
And I don't think you would with this one. It's almost like a session hazy. That's really what it feels like, but it's 7%, so it'll get you messed up.
Yeah, and like sometimes I have those beers and I'm like a little disappointed. And like there's part of me that's maybe disappointed just because I know I've had other beers from Radiant that are just like, wow, this is so good.
Yeah.
And I don't quite feel that level of like enjoyment out of it. But like if I were to have it again, I would be happy.
Yeah.
You know, like this is a weird one. Like I'm conflicted, you know?
Well, and that's why I say, like, to me, this is a great introduction to this Phantasm powder. Because this is the first beer that I've ever had with it. Oh, sure.
Yeah, I've never heard of this before.
And this is definitely the first beer that Radiant ever made with it.
True, yeah.
And if we really enjoy it so much after a first attempt and a first try at this...
Do it again!
Do it again!
Yeah.
I feel like it can only get better from here, and that's the thing that I'm really optimistic about. So, yeah, going forward...
We're done.
Oh, there you go. Look at guys, he beat me. What the hell?
So obviously I do enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, right?
I got a couple other cans in there too, so you might. I'll send you one to go. I think they might have sold out.
I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. I hope that you get this artist to do more cans, and I hope you do mess around more with the Phantasm powder because I'm still kind of curious as to what you can create with it.
Yeah.
Like I mean.
I want to see what it looks like, too.
Yeah, I have questions.
Does it just look like hot powder? Yeah, we have lots of questions.
Yeah.
Andrew Bell, get in the comments, bro.
We might
get
hit
in the
you
comments.
Up. We'll probably get in your comments.
Yeah. I mean, I go to Radiant like once or twice a week, so I'll probably just go there and ask you and bug you.
Yeah.
But either way, guys, that is our review of... I was about to say Phantastic Voyage.
Sorry.
Thanks, Jacob. Oh, God.
I just keep thinking of it.
It's okay. That is our review of Sounds Phantastic, guys, from Radiant Brewery. Radiant Beer Co., sorry.
Yeah.
If you guys enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up. Share with your friends. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon. All the stuff that we always say to do. You gotta do it. Also, cheers to Radiant for sending out light. Guys, if you live in Orange County and you haven't been here yet, you need to check it out. Hell,
Definitely.
if you're in Southern California and you haven't been here yet, you gotta check this brewery out. Yeah. They are making some amazing beers, and the vibes are just pure positivity. Plus, they got a really cool wall that you can take pictures in front of, and it's just, I don't know, it's totally Instagram worthy.
It's nice, yeah.
And they have all the hanging lights, so all the bokeh you need. I mean, I gotta say that to all my photog friends out there.
True.
But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We enjoyed it. This is a good beer, and we'll see you next time on Let's Have Some Beer. I would cheers you, but yours is empty.
Yep.
So, here I go.
Bye. What's up, beer lovers? Today we're back.
It's Jake McKinnon.
You know what? I just don't know how else to introduce this beer because this is kind of a weird one.